Hello guys and welcome to another of my video. My name is Tony. Finally, after 3 weeks I'm able to record another of my video. Is my day off today, so I got the chance to share with you my new experience with a new tank. As you can see, this one is quite big tank, is more than 120 liters, and normally, as you know guys, I'm used to it with small tanks. So is a new experience and a great experience, and I need to thanks for this experience a friend of mine that the name is Sergio, that he gave me this tank as a present, as he didn't use anymore. It was completely empty, and he told me for sure you're gonna do the best use for this tank because he didn't have time to to take care anymore about this hobby. So for sure I'm gonna enjoy, I'm gonna do the best use, and I hope he gonna enjoy as well this video because he can see how the tanks changed. The tank, it was completely empty, is a quite old tank, but I a little bit modified this tank because the filter, it was like I changed the filter, of course. I, with some silicone, I repair a little bit this filter because it was, like it was not stick anymore there. But I tried to repair it, and I think it's working. It's 3 weeks that I have this tank, and at the moment the landscape is still in progress. I create first like a kind of hardscape with some big driftwood, and as you can see I create a kind of cave here, and automatically as soon as I join this woods, I create some little cave that they're gonna be the house of my red cherry for sure, because I see that all the time they are hanging around there. And for sure I'm gonna put also some coolie, because as you know in my other video I love the coolie, and I got the chance to put them here. And I'm gonna show you this side, which is the side that I prefer more for this tank, is this one. This side, when I open the door of my little room, I see this side, and I really enjoy to watch my fish from this side, because you can see how big is the tank. And also as soon as the hair grass is gonna grow, it's gonna be nice to see the contrast between the decoration, and which they have a really warm color, and the grass which is really green. So it's really nice. And you can see also the cardinal tetras, they are schooling in the front of the tank. So I left over this tank, and I plan to put only hair grass or small plants on the front for this reason, because they gonna show off them coloration, and it's nice to see them swimming all together. And this is, I think, is the main difference between the neon tetras and the cardinal tetras. Apart the coloration, the main difference in behavior, I noticed the cardinal tetras, they tend to stay all together all the time, and it's so lovely for me to watch them swimming together. These fish, normally people advise to buy this fish and housing in your tank after a long time when the tank is settled. In this case I explained to you why I was able to put this guy in after 2 weeks, because I used some liquid material, and also in order to make sure that the quality of water was okay, and with some live material, because I used the dirty water when I did the water change from these two tanks. I put it straight away in this tank, and also adding the material give me the possibility to use to put straight away some fish that they are not for beginners, like the guppies for example, that normally after 1 week, 2 weeks maximum you can put the guppies. But in this case I didn't have any problem, any sickness or any death so far, so I think I did it. And they seems to be okay. I'm not sure if I was lucky, but I think the main thing is to use, if you got a new tank, this liquid material, or otherwise don't put the cardinal tetras, but start with a fish that is for beginners. And what else regarding the fertilizer here? Under the substrate I use another type of fertilizer which is new for me, but I can see that the plant react really well. They are growing really well, and the name is Fondo Vivo Fertilizzato. Sorry, it's not in English, but I'm gonna translate for you. Fondo Vivo Fertilizzato means a live substrate fertilizer, and is from product, I think it's product, yes, and it was really affordable. That's why I decided to buy this one, which it was only 8 euros 50 pence, which this one is the price that I found in the local pet store. So I guess if you buy on internet, you're gonna find for better price for sure. And is 2 kilos and a half, so it was definitely really affordable compared to the normal one that I buy from Sarah, which is fantastic. It's really good, that I'm using in the other two tanks. But in terms of price, is the new one is much better, because for this types of tank I didn't have the possibility to afford to buy a big quantity. So far it's good. I'm gonna keep you update regarding the substrate, and you're gonna also see from the update the next video, and see if the plants are reacting well or not. I'm also saving some money for the plants, because I didn't buy any plants. I'm just using the same plants that I got in all my tanks. So when I trim them, I replant them here in this tank, as I don't sell my plants. So at least I got the chance to use these plants. And my intention is to cover all the front of the tank with some hair grass. As you can see here on this wood, I attach an Anubia and some Java moss. And this is something, I don't know guys if you know, especially I'm talking about the beginners. If you got some Anubias in your tank, you can you don't need to buy all the time Anubias. If you like more Anubias, you can cut the Anubia, and a part of the Anubia, make sure that this part got some roots, and you can easily attach in another decoration, and the Anubia, it will grow some new roots, bigger roots, as you can see here, and it's gonna be an independent plant. So this is a kind of trick that I learned from, you know, my experience with the Anubias. At the beginning I used to buy plenty of Anubias, but then I start to try to cut a part of Anubia and attach it somewhere else, and I can guarantee that it's working really well if you keep some roots with the part that you cut it, and the roots are gonna spread. Like this one, for example, when I cut it, he had only really small roots, but now in 3 weeks he's growing really well, and he make already a new leaf. So this is one advice regarding the Anubias. And another experience that I would like to share with you is the experience with the Java moss. The Java moss is fantastic in your tank, especially for the red cherry or for small sides. The fish, they have small sides, or for example for the guppies, if you got any little guppies, they're gonna love it. It's lovely to see in your tank the Java moss. The only thing is the maintenance of the Java moss, that it can be a little bit challenging, because it's gonna tend to spread a lot, and it's gonna tend to take over you know, your tank. So my advice is to attach, if you can, the Java moss always in some decoration that you will easily be able to remove from your tank, because when is the time to trim the Java moss, what I do, instead of trimming the Java moss inside of the tank, I remove the decoration, trim the Java moss, clean it really well and put it back to the tank. The reason that I'm doing so, because I experienced already with my red cherry string tank, in where I got some Java moss and some hair grass, that the Java moss is start to take over, you know, to grow inside of the hair grass, the Iliocharis parvula, and the tanks, it doesn't look really nice like before, and it's really challenging to clean it up. Actually, it really proved my patience to take these runners from that tank and to replant it here, because I have to clean it little, you know, one by one, carefully, to make sure that they didn't carry with them some bits of Java moss. And that's why I decided to locate the Iliocharis parvula and the Java moss far away, to make sure that the Java moss doesn't take over, you know. And I hope I'm gonna have the time to, you know, to take care about the Java moss, because I don't want to experience the same things, because it takes me hours to clean it up. Okay, so I think I say everything about this tank for the moment, because as I told you before, it's still in progress, and I'm gonna do some other video regarding this tank, because I would like to keep you updated regarding the landscape, but also the tank mates, because now I got plenty of space compared to the tank that I'm used to it, that they are quite small. So I'm taking my time to choose the right tank mates, and I think with this tank I start to reach the maturity about this hobby, because normally when I buy a new tank, or when I got the chance to have a new tank, I always in a rush, you know, to put many fish, you know, to buy new fish. But in this case, I think, you know, I'm using my common sense. I'm trying really to contain myself in buying new fish, because I would like to make sure that the new fish that I'm gonna host in this tank, they're not gonna disturb, you know, the balance of the tank regarding that, you know, the fish that I'm putting here. I don't know if you understood, but I think, you know, you got the message. And nothing. So this is all for today, and I hope you enjoy my video. I'm gonna see you soon with another of my video and the update regarding this tank. Thank you for watching. Bye.